Hello and welcome to the Daily Coaching Lockdown Football Training Session. So today's session number 23, and today I have 4 key parts to our session for you. So we're going to start off in a warm-up, then we're going to move into a ball movement exercise, then we're going to be looking to move into a techniques exercise where we'll be focusing on 3 key elements: touch, control and passing. Okay, and then we'll be moving into quite a fun goalkeeper reaction exercise as well. Okay, now cool. For our warm-up, what you're going to need, you're going to need a space. You're going to need 2 balls, so I've got a smaller ball and a bigger ball, and then you're also going to need 3 objects as well, okay? I've got cones, but again, if you don't have access to cones, get anything like jumpers, jackets, trainers, cans, toilet rolls, anything like that, okay? But it's really important that you get your 3 objects, you have your space, you get your 2 different types of balls, 1 bigger, 1 smaller, okay? And as soon as you've got that, then we're ready to go. Cool. So for this warm-up, what you're going to do is you're going to set out your objects like so, okay? So you've got 3 objects, okay, and you're setting them up in a line, the space in between each one of them, okay? And this is going to be as part of our relay, our fun warm-up activity, okay? What you're then going to do is you're going to start your ball and your smaller ball at the opposite end, okay? Starting with down here. And I'm just going to start by walking through each of these different activities, okay? So you start as far back as you can, you then run up to the first one, you change it over, run back, get the small ball, place it on top of the cone, make sure it actually stays on top, run back, get your ball, dribble it, stop it, and then back to the start again, okay? And you want to see how quickly you can do that, alright? So start with all the objects back at the beginning again. Again, make sure the cone is down to begin with. Alright, you just want to see how quickly you can do it. It's really important that obviously you're going back to the start each time you do a different part of the relay, okay? So 3, 2, 1, go. Over. Get on top, make sure it stays on top. Get your ball, dribble it, stop it, and then back to the start again, okay? And you'll time how long that takes you to do that, alright? Then you get it back, take your object back again. This time you're going to see if you can beat that score, so we're going to do it even quicker, okay? 3, 2, 1, go. Over, top, dribble, whoa, take it with you, stop it, back to the beginning. Okay, probably a bit longer that time because thinking about it to work my feet. It's really important that when you're travelling with the ball, okay, you're thinking about that first touch, so push it in the direction of where that final object is. Alright, we'll do it one more time. Ready, 3, 2, 1, go. Over. On top. There we go. Push it up in front, control, and then back to the start, okay? Cool. This time, collect your objects again. Like so. Restarting each time. This time, you're going to go from back to front, okay? So you do the third one, then the second, and then the first one. Alright? So dribbling, then ball on top, then change cone over. Right, 3, 2, 1, go. Control, ball on top, start, flip it over, and then back to start again. Alright, cool. So let's see if we can beat our score, beat our time, should I say. Let's begin again. Objects down on the floor. Okay, you'll see I'm going longer than this side, can go with either side, doesn't matter. 3, 2, 1, go. Control, ball on top. Back to start, change over. Cool. Right, I'll try it one more time. Every time remember restarting. Try to see if I beat my score again. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Control. Ball on top. Back to start. Change over. Cool. Right. This time, take them back again, restart your relay. And again, with this one, all you're going to do this time is just change it up a little bit. So instead of going 1, 2, 3 or 3, 2, 1, okay, I might go 2, 3, 1 or I might go 2, 1, 3. Okay, I'm going to go this time 2, 3, 1. Okay, and then I'll do it again 2, 1, 3. Alright, so ready? 3, 2, 1, go. 2, 3, 1. There we go. Alright, restart again. Go back to the beginning. This time I'll go 2, 1, 3. Ball on the floor. 3, 2, 1, go. One here. Over. Put my ball. Control. And back to the start. Right? And listen, you can have as much fun as you want with this one. If you want to, you can add in more stations along the relays. You can have 4, 5 or 6. Obviously depends on the space that you might have, okay? You can obviously change the different combinations in which you go, right? So I said you might go 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 3, however you want, okay? But be creative with it, change it up, and as well, key things, if you have somebody else there with you, what you may be able to do is have a little bit of a race against them, okay? And see who can do it the quickest. But with this one, it's all about fun, okay? Lots of changes of direction, lots of different dynamic movements, okay, and lots of different elements in terms of dribbling the ball, running without the ball, okay, turning things over, so coordination and balancing things on top of each other as well. Have some fun, be creative, and add as many different variations and challenges as you want, okay, and get that competition level going if you have somebody else there with you who you can compete against at the same time or on different occasions, but then again, try and see if you can beat their score, whether they're with you or virtually as well. Give it a try, see how you get on. Cool. So that was our warm-up. So remember, some of the key points to take away from the warm-up is that the big element on it was fun, okay? It was a relay race. That meant there was competition. It allowed us to be creative in terms of creating different movements, right? So at times we was moving with the ball, without the ball. We was going in different directions, forwards, backwards, to the sides. We were using different parts of our body, our feet, our hands, our mind as well. A lot of psychological challenges in there. So understanding what we have to do at each station, okay? Obviously, when we changed it up as well, it created a reaction out of us to remember what different stations there are and in which order we're doing them in, okay? Quite short goes, right, but lots of repetition in terms of just, like I said, can we try and beat our score? Can we try and face against somebody else and try and beat them as well in the race, all right? But like I said, a really good fun one, gets us nice and warmed up, prepared physically and also prepared mentally as well, okay? Really good warm-up to start off with. Cool, now we're going to move into our ball movement exercise, and for this you're going to need a space. You're going to need 3 objects, okay, so maybe keep hold of the 3 objects which you used in the previous exercise, okay, and you need a ball. So once you've got your space, once you've got your 3 different objects, and once you've got your ball, we're ready to go. Right, so for this ball movement exercise, what you'll be doing is you're getting your 3 objects and setting them out like so, okay, so it's in the shape of a triangle, okay. Important that obviously you have one flat side, which you're predominantly using, and then you've got the 2 sides, other sides of the triangle as well, okay. And then what you'll do is you'll start on the flat side, so the bottom of the triangle to begin with, okay, so we've got a bit more space. Obviously, depending on the space that you have, will obviously affect the size of the shape that you can create. Okay, what's going to happen is I start with the ball outside the triangle, okay, and just slightly behind that side of the triangle which I'm starting on. I'm going to start by dribbling the ball towards the area. As I get into the centre of this triangle, I'm either pushing the ball out to the left, using the outside of my left foot, or out to the right, using the outside of my right foot, okay? So out to the left, or possibly to the right, okay? I'm using the outside of my feet to push that ball into a new direction. So I'll show you with some speed. So dribble in, out to the left, okay? Then I'll take the ball back to the beginning. Dribble in, out to the right, okay? Take the ball back again. Behind, dribble in, out to the left, okay? Back round again. And we're just going to get some repetition going with this, doing it on a number of different occasions. Okay, going out to the left and going out to the right on different occasions, alright? So, dribble out to the right. Right again. Out to the left. Touch to the left. Around. Start from behind. Out to the right. Back again. Again, depending on the amount of space that you have, you can really get some acceleration going when you actually change direction as well. Touches out to the left. Okay. That touch that you take, it'll either go to the left or to the right, it needs an explosive movement, okay? So I'm slowly approaching the area and out to the right or out to the left with an explosive movement, ideally away from a defender. So that's as if that this object, this cone, okay, is a defender. You're taking the ball to the side and away from them. Do a couple more. To the left. You may have a bit of a drop of the shoulder if you want to as well. Creative movement. Out to the right. Two more. Out to the left. Okay, so just get some repetition in that. I've obviously done out to the left, we're going out to the right, okay, using the outsides of our feet, okay, to help direct that ball into the new direction in which you want to travel and which you want to take the ball with you into the new direction, into the new space, okay? Cool, this time, either start on the left-hand side of the triangle or start on the right-hand side of the triangle. And all we'll be doing this time, okay, is using again the outsides of our feet, but this time to push the ball back to the area which we started off originally, okay? So I'll make my way in, and then out to the side, okay? There we go. Travelling in, out to the side. Back around here again. Touch it in, out to the side. Quick movements into the new direction which I will go. So touches, out to the side. Again, a couple more. In, out to the side. That touch needs to take the ball away into its new direction. Okay. Touch in, out to the side. One more. In, out to the side. Cool. Right. And this time, okay, you're just going to be continuously travelling in and out of this triangle. Okay. Pretty much to hit what I've done and got a bit ahead of myself with. Okay, so basically whichever side you go into now, okay, you can either go to your left or to your right, and it's continuous movement, right? So as an example, start on this side, travel in, out to my left, next time I go in, out to my right, next time I go in, out to my right, next time I go in, out to my left, okay, I'm just continuously going in and out, in and out, in and out, alright? Really getting some short, sharp movements in there, okay? Lots of change of direction, again, lots of touch on the ball, whether I'm dribbling and approaching or exploding and moving away. Right, we'll go for about 30 seconds, lots of different directions, and be creative in terms of going left and right, some different occasions. In, out, make sure that you make contact with the ball. In, out. Shift that ball to the side in a new direction, away from the defender, away from what's ahead of us. More. Cool. Right, so in and out of the triangle, okay, pushing the ball in different directions with our left foot or our right foot using the outsides of our feet, okay, outside, push that ball into a new direction, okay, thinking about slow approach, quick explosive movements as we actually go into a new direction, because remember we want those moves to be surprising, unpredictable, okay, and realistic to actually try to get away from a situation which would be a defender essentially marking or blocking us, okay, and we want to obviously move into a new direction where there can be a space where we can actually make a new movement on the ball, whether we dribble, run with it, or pass the ball, okay? Cool, really good one for, think about, again, movement on the ball, okay, that's what this exercise is all about, moving on the ball, taking the ball with us under control, okay, and exploring explosive movements either to our left or to our right, okay, away from a defender into a new space. Be creative in going left and right on various different repetitions and various different variations, okay? Give it a try, see how you get on. Cool, so So that was our ball movement exercise. Now in the ball movement exercise, the key point to take away from that is that again we were making lots of repetition on the ball, okay? So obviously using our insides, outsides of our feet to help us move the ball until we get to the centre of that triangle, and then importantly, the technique element of that ball movement exercise was using the outsides of our left foot and our right foot to help us push the ball into a new direction, okay, into a new space. It was acting as if there was a defender in front of us, okay, and we're pushing that ball once we got to that central area, either to the left or to the right, okay. Now really, really important that when we get lots of repetition, again, just to become comfortable and confident in actually making that movement and executing the movement as well, okay. The key thing here was, like I said, it was a slow approach until we got to that area, so keeping the ball under control. So I said maybe using different parts of the feet to help you actually get to that destination of the centre of the triangle, but then it's a quick, sharp, explosive movement out to the left or out to the right, okay, away from that central point in that triangle, away from the actual shape altogether, and away from a defender within different situations and different scenarios within the game, okay. Really, really important that we get that explosive movement, okay. And then obviously we've done it in different directions, so in terms of coming in from different sides of the triangle, and again it's just getting that lots of repetition going in terms of becoming comfortable and confident in actually executing that move. Alright, cool. Now we're going to move into the next exercise, and for this it's all about our technique, okay. We'll be looking at techniques of our touch, control and passing, and for this one you're going to need a space, you're going to need a flat surface, so a wall or a door if you're inside or outside, or if you have anything else like that, okay, maybe if you've got a table on its side, okay, and you need a ball. So once you've got your space, once you've got your flat surface, and once you've got your ball, we're ready to go. Cool, so for this techniques exercise, we're looking at 3 key elements, okay? Touch, control, and passing. Okay, what you'll do to start off with, you'll be standing in front of your flat surface, so in front of your wall, in front of your door, whatever you may have for your flat surface. Okay, you'll be throwing the ball against the wall, and you have 2 touches to bring that ball down onto the floor and under control. Okay, you can use just one foot, you can use both of your feet, you can use different parts of the feet. However you do it, be creative, explore different ways, but 2 touches to bring that ball down onto the floor under control. Okay, you then pick it back up, throw it against the wall again, and then we'll again do it on quite a few different repetitions. Alright, so throwing the ball up, touch, touch, ball on the floor, under control. Up, touch, touch. Oh, that was very hard there. Touch. Okay, 2 touches to bring it under control. Touch, touch. Okay, ideally if you can try and avoid bouncing in between. Second touch, so you think about when you make a movement or different movement on the ball you might create. Touch, touch. Okay, through there. More. Oh, bad touch there. Again, that's why it's really important that you just get lots of repetition with these exercises, these techniques. Okay, just because of time will work. Time will make up. Okay, 2 more. Cool. Right, so that's the first part, okay? Next, what we'll be doing, okay, is on the second touch that you make to control the ball onto the floor, you'll then be adding a third movement in where we'll be actually passing the ball against the flat surface, okay? So as an example, up, touch, touch, pass, okay? Touch, touch, pass. Touch, touch, pass. Alright, again, just get some repetition going with that. Okay, be creative, be exploring in terms of using different parts of the feet, different parts of the body. 2 touches to control the ball, 1 touch, then follow on to make an actual pass. Alright? So up, touch, touch, pass. Touch, touch, pass. Touch, touch, pass. Not quite there. Again, like I said, lots of repetition, so it's not quite well. Touch, Again, pass it both for the left and your right foot. Okay, let's get some different combinations going. Touch, touch, touch. 2 more. Touch, touch, touch. One more. Cool, okay? And again, like I said, just be creative, adding different variations, so using different parts of the body to control the ball, using left and right foot both to pass against the flat surface as well, okay? This time, 1 touch, okay? So I throw the ball up, touch, pass. Okay, so that first touch, really important that get that ball down to the ground, okay? Really important to get it down to the ground. Throw up, touch, pass. Throw up, touch. You may have to slightly move your body to obviously react if that first touch isn't too great. Touch. Oh, not a great touch there. Okay, key thing as well is that I'm predominantly using the front area of my foot, okay, to control the ball in this 1 touch one. So I want to get the ball down onto the ground. Sometimes when you use the knee or thigh area, it bounces straight back up, okay? And obviously we don't want no bounce, we want the ball to be on the ground so we can play our next movement, our pass, alright? So really key thing, thinking about what's going to help us to control that speed, the weight and the power at which the ball is travelling at. There we go. A couple more. Okay, so 3 different variations. Okay, first of all, just looking to try and control the ball using 2 touches, then 1 touch. Okay, then obviously throwing it off of the wall, 2 touches, pass the ball. Okay, then 1 touch, then pass it. Okay, key things, like I said, first part of it, exploring using different parts of the body, different parts of the feet to actually control the ball, gain it under control, then bring it down to the floor. Okay, then as we move on, it's what touches are going to help us to bring it down straight away and quickly, so that we can make our next movement, which is our pass. Okay, especially because once we bring the ball down to control, it's coming in the air. Obviously, that means that people will be approaching us. Okay, defenders, so we won't have that much time and that much space. That's why it's really important we almost get that ball dead straight away, okay, so that we can quickly play off the pass. And obviously as well, if the ball's on the floor, okay, it's going to be a lot easier for our teammates to actually receive it as well and keep it under control, keep possession, alright. And then obviously, like I said, in the final one, key thing is really thinking about which parts of the feet. So that's where that technique comes into, okay. The front area of the foot is going to help take the most speed, power and weight away from the travelling, or the speed at which it's travelling at, okay, which will then help us bring it down to the ground quicker. And then obviously we can make our pass either using our left or our right foot based on where our target or our teammate may be. Cool. Give it a try. Lots of repetition in that one. Just become comfortable and confident in using these techniques, okay, and explore how to get that ball down onto the ground and explore how to quickly transition to making that next movement, that pass. Give it a try. Right, so that was our techniques exercise. And remember, some of the key points to take away from that techniques exercise is that we was kind of breaking the move down into a few different steps, okay? So the first step was all about the touch and control. And that was predominantly what the technique was all about, okay? Understanding how to use different parts of the body, okay, or different parts of the feet, whether it's the left side of the body, left side, or right side of the body, left foot or right foot, okay? To actually gain the ball under control and bring it down onto the ground, okay? How to take away that power, speed and weight which the ball's travelling at, to gain it under control, to bring it down so that the ball's not going to be bouncing around, okay, or it doesn't go away from our feet. So obviously we broke it down into a few different steps. Okay, the first one was just all about trying to get it down under control. Okay, so different touches, maybe using the knee slash thigh area, okay, to actually touch the ball. And the second touch will be maybe with our feet to actually bring it under control. Obviously when we only done one touch, okay, it's all about can we use the front area of our foot, left or right foot, okay, the latest area, because that's going to help to bring the most power, speed and weight away from the ball and actually get close down towards the ground as well. And then that kind of led us into our next movement, which was the pass, okay. So that was why it was so important for us to gain control and bring the ball down onto the ground, so that we could then make our next movement, which is with our parts, okay, whether with our left foot or our right foot, all right? So with that one, it's all about repetition. Again, it's all about becoming comfortable and confident using these different parts of the feet, different parts of the body as well, okay, just to, like I said, really understand how to execute the touch or control in terms of the amount of speed, power and weight in which the ball is actually travelling to us at, okay? Cool. Now we're going to move into our next exercise, and for this it's a goalkeeper reaction exercise, and for this one you just need a space, you need one object, and you need a ball, okay? Once you've got your space, once you've got your one object, and once you've got your ball, we're ready to go. Right, so for this goalkeeper reaction exercise, what you're going to do is you're going to need an object still, but I'm not going to use it straight away. So I'll put it in there just so you can see, obviously, to make sure you have one. I'm just going to push it to the side for the moment. I'm going to get down onto the floor, and I'm going to get myself into a sit-up position, okay? And all I'm going to simply be doing, okay, is throwing the ball up, catch it, up, catch it, up, catch it, up, catch it. Just like so, okay? Up, catch, up. Actually doing this over a repetitive amount of times, so just getting used to throwing and that catching technique, okay? Now obviously, although this doesn't look too physically demanding, okay, it does start to tire a little bit on your arms. So you're putting a bit of power behind movement within your arms, okay? And at the moment, the arms are the only area of your body which you're actually using. Alright, so just make sure you don't get over for too long periods of time, okay? And I'll say about 30 seconds at a go. Alright, so do a couple more. Catch. And again, I'm using both hands to throw it, get power behind it, and to catch it as well. Again, I'm just throwing it up. I'm not throwing it away from my body. The only work I want to be doing with my body, with my arms, my hands. Catch. Obviously, if you're not as confident straight away, just do little ones. Okay, little throws, little catches. And then the more confident you get, the more higher in which you can throw and catch it. Alright, cool. Next thing you're going to do is lying down. Sounds good. Alright, and this time, okay, keep your knees up still, but you'll be flat on your back, and exactly the same situation, okay? Throw the ball up, catch. It needs to go up directly in front of you, okay? So again, start off little to begin with, just being comfortable and confident with the technique and the movement which you're performing. Okay, become more confident, get some more height into it. Like so. Okay, and again, we're getting lots of repetition. Make sure it just goes up, not away from you. Good, once you're becoming comfortable with actually catching the ball, and also some techniques in throwing as well, so understanding how much power, speed and weight to put behind the throw, okay, and then how to slow that power and speed by the actual catch as well. Right, do a couple more. Make sure you're using both hands to catch it. The hands and arms are the only thing which are making this move at the moment. One more. Cool. Right, this time, back up into a sit-up position, okay? And what I'm going to do is put my object back, okay? And put my object just inside me. Now what's going to happen is, as I throw up the ball this time, okay, I'm going to move my object onto my opposite side. It needs to be performed quickly, okay? Because I need to catch the ball as well. So as well, when you're doing this, think about how high you need to throw the ball. So don't throw it up too high, okay? I might not have enough time to actually react. Did do there, but I was quite quick with my movements. Alright, so thinking about not using your hands first of all, putting it on both of the ball, throw it up, other side, catch. Throw it up, other side, catch. Throw it up, other side, catch. Key things with this one when you're doing it, okay, is making sure if you can, to actually try and place the object down, and not just throw it, alright? Place the object down. That's why it's really important you get some height to it, alright? So, throw it up, catch. Throw it down, catch. Down, catch. Or through there. The object you may not have time to actually get it across, but it's just about getting some repetition going, okay, and really trying to see if you can challenge yourself within this coordination, right? So we'll do a couple more times. Make sure your object is fine so you know where it is. Up. Oh, busy with object is there. That's one important one, you don't want to throw it. Cool, right? This time, lie down. Exactly the same thing, okay? Still moving my hips inside. Might help you throw it properly. Down on the side again. Up. Tough one, this one. That's probably listen to last. Up. And my object is. Tough one, this one. Really try and get two in. Up. There we go. Thought I was on for a winner there. Try it one more time. 2 times. My object is. Up. There we go. There we go. There we go. Got ahead of myself. Do one more. Just enough time. Cool. Right. Really challenging one, okay, towards the end, because obviously we're really thinking about the coordination, obviously moving one thing to the opposite side, okay, but a really good effective one in terms of us throwing in our catching, okay, just adding that fun element of, like I said, the reaction in terms of doing 2 movements really at the same time, okay, obviously think about the throw, the catch, and obviously the movement of the object as well. Cool, give it a try, be creative. If there's any other positions which you can think of you can go into, okay, then try that as well. Maybe even have somebody else throw you the ball, or potentially somebody else throw in something you can catch it, maybe so as you throw it up, you catch something else and throw it back. You can be as creative as you want with this one. So a good fun one, quite a good relaxing one, especially as it's the last exercise of the session as well, okay? So give it a try, see how you get on. Cool, so that's the end of session 23. So just very quickly to recap on today's session. So today's session was kind of broke down into 2 parts really. The first part was all about physical movement, okay? So making movements in different directions, going forwards, going backwards, going left, going right, okay? Whether that was with the ball, without the ball, okay? Changing at different speeds as well, so at times speeding up, okay? Especially in that first relay race is what was so important about us making quick movements so obviously we could competitively be effective in terms of getting shorter times, okay, or doing the movements over a quicker period of time as well, okay. And then obviously in terms of the ball movement exercise, it was all about the left and right, change of direction and movement, all kind of thinking about how do we explode away into different directions, into new directions, okay. Think about the next movement we'll be doing away from a defender or into a new space, okay. Then as we went on to the second part of the session, it was all about the technique parts, okay. So understanding how to use different parts of the feet, body, okay, to be able to bring the ball under control, first of all, so taking that speed, weight and power away from the movement of the ball, then second of all, bring it down onto the floor, and then actually thinking about the third movement, which would be our pass, okay, to actually get the ball away from our possession and to a teammate potentially. And then obviously with the goalkeeper reaction one, it was all about the throwing and catching, and again, just adding in a bit of a psychological challenge in terms of having to move something else. So we have to be aware of different coordination elements to it as well, okay, using our left side of our body, our right side of the body, but doing more than one task at the same time, okay. Really set us up nicely towards the end where we could just relax a little bit, but mentally we're still switched on, okay. Cool, so that's the end of today's session. I really hope you liked it. Please, as always, make sure that you subscribe, like, comment, interact with the video, let us know how you get on, share some of that good feedback. As always, please do let us know any type of sessions which you want to see, because it's really important we try and cater them to you, okay, so make sure you leave that in the comments below, what type of sessions you'd like to see coming up, okay. But as always, I hope you enjoyed the session. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Take care, and I'll see you soon.